Hey Pisces, I just sat down with the cards for you and honestly I need to share this right away, because the energy coming through is something else. I asked specifically about what is happening for you in the next 72 hours, and the universe really wants you to know something important is on its way to your ears. So let me shuffle for you and see what comes through. The first card that appeared is the Eight of Swords, and you know what? At first I was like, wait, this does not seem like good news. But stay with me, because the deeper I went into this energy, the more I realized this is actually the confirmation you have been waiting for. This card is showing me that right now in this present moment, you have been feeling stuck or trapped in some situation. Maybe you have been overthinking something, going around and around in circles in your mind, feeling like you cannot see the way forward clearly. There is this sense of being blindfolded, like you know something needs to change but you are not sure what step to take first. The Eight of Swords often appears when we are our own worst enemy, when the limitations we are experiencing are actually self-imposed rather than real external barriers. What I am picking up is that you have been in this mental prison for a little while now. Perhaps you have been doubting yourself, questioning if you are making the right choices, wondering if you should speak up about something or stay silent. There might be a situation where you feel like you do not have all the information you need to make a decision, so you have just been frozen in place. The interesting thing about the Eight of Swords is that the bindings are always loose enough to escape from the blindfold can be removed, but fear keeps us standing still. You have probably been telling yourself stories about why you cannot move forward, why things are too complicated, why the timing is not right. I am also sensing that this stuck feeling might be connected to something you have been waiting to hear about. Maybe it is news about a job opportunity, a creative project, a relationship situation, or even something financial. You have been in this holding pattern, not knowing which way things are going to go, and that uncertainty has been eating at you. The Eight of Swords can represent that awful feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop, not knowing if the outcome will be positive or negative. But here is what the cards are telling me. This feeling of being trapped is about to shift in a major way within the next 72 hours, because the news that is coming is going to cut through all that confusion and mental fog. Now the second card I pulled for you is the Magician, and oh Pisces, this is where things get really interesting. The Magician is literally the card of manifestation, of having all the tools and resources you need right in front of you. This card is telling me that the news you are about to receive in the next 72 hours is going to be the key that unlocks everything. It is going to give you the clarity and the confidence to finally take action on something you have been wanting to do. The Magician is associated with the number 1, with new beginnings. With that moment when you realize you have the power to create the reality you want. What I love about the Magician appearing right after the Eight of Swords is that it is showing such a clear transition from feeling powerless to feeling empowered. The news that is coming is not just going to be good news for the sake of being good news. It is going to be empowering news. It is going to remind you of your own capabilities and talents. Maybe you have been doubting whether you are good enough at something, whether you have what it takes to succeed in a particular area, and this confirmation that is coming is going to be like the universe saying, yes, you absolutely do have what it takes. And here is the proof. The Magician also represents communication and using your voice in a powerful way. So this news might come through a conversation, an email, a phone call, or even a message on social media. Someone might be reaching out to you with information that changes everything. Or perhaps you are going to have a realization during a conversation that suddenly makes everything click into place. The Magician is about being in the right place at the right time with the right words. I am getting the sense that this news is going to validate something you have been feeling or thinking for a while now. But maybe you have been second-guessing your intuition. The confirmation is going to show you that your instincts were right all along. Asterisk. There is also an element here of opportunity presenting itself. The Magician is surrounded by all the suits of the tarot, the wands, cups, swords, and pentacles, which means every resource needed for success is available. The news coming your way might open up possibilities you had not even considered before. It could be an invitation to participate in something, an offer of support or assistance, or information that helps you see a new path forward. Whatever it is going to make you feel like, yes, I can do this, I will do this, and I am ready to take action now. The third card that came through is the Moon, and okay, this is where the reading gets really layered and interesting. The Moon is one of those cards that can be tricky to interpret because it deals with the subconscious, with intuition, with things that are not always clearly visible on the surface. When I see the Moon in a reading about news and confirmation, it tells me that what you are about to learn is something that has been hidden or unclear up until this point. There has been some kind of illusion or confusion surrounding a situation, and the news you receive is going to reveal the truth beneath the surface. The Moon often comes up when there is more to a situation than meets the eye. Maybe someone has not been completely honest with you, or perhaps you have not been able to see a situation clearly because your emotions have been clouding your judgment. The Moon can represent secrets coming to light, hidden information being revealed, or suddenly understanding the real motivations behind someone's actions. So the confirmation you are getting in the next 72 hours might involve finding out what has really been going on behind the scenes in a particular situation. This could be related to your career, your relationships, or even just your understanding of yourself and your own patterns. What I find really important about the moon appearing in this spread is that it is asking you to trust your intuition. You know how sometimes you just have a feeling about something, even though you cannot logically explain why you feel that way? The moon is saying that those hunches and gut feelings you have been having are picking up on real information, even if it is not conscious yet. The news that is coming is going to confirm what your subconscious already knows. You might even find yourself saying, "I knew it," when you hear this information, because on some level you have already sensed the truth. The moon also relates to cycles and timing, which fits perfectly with the 72-hour time frame we are talking about. There is a sense of things coming full circle, of a particular phase or cycle completing itself. Maybe you have been going through a period of uncertainty or emotional ups and downs, and the news you receive is going to mark the end of that cycle and the beginning of something new. The moon reminds us that just as the moon goes through phases, so do we. And sometimes we need to go through the darkness to get to the light. The confirmation coming your way is like the moon emerging from behind the clouds, suddenly illuminating what was hidden before. Now we have Temperance as the fourth card in Pisces. This is beautiful. Temperance is all about balance, harmony, and finding the middle path. After the intensity of the moon, Temperance is like a breath of fresh air. This card is telling me that the news you receive is going to bring a sense of peace and equilibrium to your life. If you have been feeling torn between different options, pulled in multiple directions, or struggling to find balance in some area, the information coming your way is going to help you find that sweet spot where everything just feels right. Temperance is also about patience and divine timing, which is so appropriate for this reading. You see, sometimes we get frustrated because we want answers now. We want results immediately, but the universe operates on its own schedule. Temperance is confirming that the wait you have been experiencing has been necessary, and the timing of this news coming in the next 72 hours is actually perfect. It could not have come any sooner because certain other things needed to happen first. Certain energies needed to align, certain lessons needed to be learned. But now, finally, the time is right for you to receive this information. I am also picking up that Temperance might be indicating that the news itself is going to be balanced in nature. Maybe you have been worried that the outcome would be all or nothing, completely good or completely bad, but Temperance suggests that reality is more nuanced than that. The confirmation might be that yes, something is happening, but it is going to unfold gradually rather than all at once. Or perhaps the news is that you need to take a balanced approach moving forward, not going to extremes in either direction. Whatever the specific message is, it is going to help you find more stability and centeredness in your life. Temperance is also associated with healing and integration. So the news coming your way might have a healing quality to it. Maybe it is going to help heal a rift in a relationship, or heal some doubt or insecurity you have been carrying. The confirmation might allow you to integrate different parts of yourself or different aspects of your life that have felt separate or in conflict. This card suggests that what you are about to learn will help you feel more whole, more at peace with yourself and your circumstances. The fifth card is Queen of Wands, and wow, the energy just shifted to something really fiery and confident. The Queen of Wands is one of my favorite cards because she is so dynamic and magnetic. She knows who she is comfortable in her own skin, and she radiates this warm, charismatic energy that draws people to her. This card appearing in your reading tells me that the news you receive is going to boost your confidence in a major way. It is going to make you feel more sure of yourself, more willing to be visible, and share your gifts with the world. The Queen of Wands is a natural leader and someone who is not afraid to take up space. She is creative, passionate, and enthusiastic about life. So the confirmation coming your way might be related to a creative project or endeavor you have been working on. Maybe you have been putting your heart and soul into something but feeling uncertain about whether it is good enough or whether anyone will appreciate it. The news you get could be that yes, people do appreciate what you are creating, and they want to see more of it. This could be feedback from someone whose opinion you value. Or it could be more tangible recognition like increased attention, opportunities, or even financial reward. I am also getting the sense that the Queen of Wands is encouraging you to step into a leadership role or take charge of a situation. The news you receive might position you as someone who has authority or expertise in a particular area. Maybe you are going to be asked to lead a project, mentor someone, or share your knowledge in some way. The Queen of Wands is not someone who shrinks back or plays small, and this card is telling you that it is time for you to shine brightly and let others see what you are capable of. The confirmation coming is going to give you the validation you need to really own your power. The Queen of Wands is also associated with home and creating a warm, welcoming environment. So there might be something about the news that relates to your living situation or your sense of home and belonging. Perhaps you are going to hear something that makes you feel more secure and settled. Or maybe the confirmation is about creating the life you truly want for yourself, surrounding yourself with people and things that bring you joy and inspiration. The sixth card that showed up is Ten of Pentacles and Pisces. When I pulled this card, I actually got a little emotional because the Ten of Pentacles represents lasting success and abundance on every level. This is not just temporary good fortune. This is about building something that endures. creating security and prosperity that you can count on for the long term. The fact that this card is appearing in relation to the news coming in 72 hours tells me that what you are about to hear is going to have significant positive implications for your future, especially your financial future or your sense of stability and security. The Ten of Pentacles often appears when we are being rewarded for all the hard work we have put in over time. It is the card of harvest, of finally seeing the fruits of your labor, of reaching a level of achievement that allows you to relax a little bit and enjoy what you have built. So the news you receive might be confirmation that something you have been working toward for months, or even years, is finally coming to fruition. This could be related to your career, a business venture, investments, property, or any situation where you have been steadily building toward a goal. The message is that your efforts have not been in vain, and you are about to see tangible proof of your progress. I am also picking up strong family and legacy vibes from the Ten of Pentacles. This card can represent family, wealth, inheritance, or support from family members. So the news coming might involve your family in some way. Either good news about a family member, support or assistance coming from family, or perhaps news that positively impacts your entire family unit. The Ten of Pentacles is about creating something that benefits not just you, but also the people you love. Building a foundation that future generations can build upon. There is also an element here of recognition and respect. The Ten of Pentacles shows someone who has achieved a level of mastery or status in their field. People look up to them and value their expertise. So the confirmation you are getting might be that you are being recognized for your skills and accomplishments. This could come in the form of a promotion, an award, increased respect from peers, or simply the realization that you have reached a level of competence and success that you can be proud of. The universe is acknowledging your achievements and saying yes, you have earned this. Card number 7 is Four of Pentacles, and this card is interesting because it can have different meanings depending on the context. The Four of Pentacles is about holding on to what you have, about security and stability, but it can also sometimes indicate being too controlling or fearful of loss. In the context of this reading about good news, I interpret the Four of Pentacles as confirmation that you are going to be able to protect and preserve something that is important to you. The news coming might reassure you that something you have been worried about losing is actually secure and stable. The Four of Pentacles can represent financial security and having your basic needs met, so the confirmation could be about money, about knowing that you have enough resources to feel safe and comfortable. Maybe you have been stressed about finances, worried about making ends meet, or concerned about an unexpected expense, and the news you receive is going to ease those worries. It might be confirmation of income, a loan being approved, money owed to you being paid, or simply information that helps you feel more financially stable. I am also seeing that the Four of Pentacles might be indicating that you need to hold your cards close to your chest for a little while. Not every piece of good news needs to be immediately shared with everyone. Sometimes it is wise to keep certain information private until you are sure of your next steps. The news you receive might be something you want to sit with for a bit. Really think through the implications before you broadcast it to the world. The Four of Pentacles is advising you to be strategic and thoughtful about how you move forward once you have this confirmation. There is also an aspect of the Four of Pentacles that relates to self-worth and knowing your value. Sometimes we undersell ourselves or accept less than we deserve because we do not believe we are worthy of more. The news coming your way might be confirmation that you are worthy, that you do deserve good things, and that it is okay to have standards and boundaries. Maybe someone is going to validate your worth in a way that makes you realize you have been shortchanging yourself. This card is encouraging you to recognize your own value and not settle for less than you deserve. The 8th card is Ten of Wands, and at first glance, this might seem like a card about burden and overwhelm, which does not immediately sound like good news, but let me explain what I am picking up here. The Ten of Wands often appears when we are carrying a lot of responsibility, when we have taken on more than we can comfortably handle. You have probably been feeling overloaded lately, like there is just too much on your plate and you are struggling to keep up with everything. The good news that is coming in 72 hours might be confirmation that you are finally going to be able to put some of those burdens down. Asterisk. The Ten of Wands can represent the home stretch, that final push before you reach your goal. You have been working so hard, carrying so much, and you are almost there. The news you receive might be confirmation that the finish line is in sight, that you do not have to keep struggling like this for much longer. Maybe you have been waiting for a project to be completed, waiting for a difficult phase to end, waiting for some kind of resolution. And the information coming is going to tell you that yes, relief is coming soon. I am also picking up that the Ten of Wands might be indicating that you are going to receive help or support that lightens your load. Maybe someone is going to step in and assist you with something you have been managing alone. Or perhaps you are going to realize that you do not actually have to do everything yourself, that it is okay to delegate or ask for help. The confirmation could be that resources or assistance are available to you, and you do not have to keep being a martyr who does everything on their own. The Ten of Wands can also represent success that comes with responsibility. Sometimes when we achieve what we have been working toward, it brings new obligations and demands on our time and energy. The news coming might be confirmation of success, but it might also come with the realization that this success requires you to step up and handle new levels of responsibility. The key is to be strategic about what you take on and what you let go of, making sure you do not burn yourself out in the process of achieving your goals. The ninth card is Five of Pentacles, and I know, this is another card that on the surface does not look like good news. The Five of Pentacles is traditionally associated with hardship, with feeling left out in the cold, with financial struggle or lack of support. But here is what I am seeing in the context of this reading about confirmation and good news. I think the Five of Pentacles is pointing to a fear or worry that you have been carrying, and the news coming in 72 hours is going to prove that fear wrong. You see, the Five of Pentacles often appears when we are focused on what we lack rather than what we have. Maybe you have been convinced that you do not have enough resources, that you are not supported, that you are going to fail or struggle. You might have been feeling isolated or abandoned, like you are facing challenges alone. The confirmation you are about to receive is going to show you that your fears are not accurate reflections of reality. You do have support, you do have resources. Things are not as bad as you have been imagining them to be. The Five of Pentacles can also represent a poverty mindset, a scarcity mentality that keeps us from seeing opportunities and abundance that are actually available to us. The news coming might shift your perspective in a powerful way, helping you realize that you have been so focused on problems that you have missed the solutions right in front of you. This could be information that opens your eyes to resources or options you did not know existed. The confirmation might come in the form of an unexpected offer of help, a financial opportunity you had not considered, or simply a realization that you are more capable of handling challenges than you gave yourself credit for. I am also sensing that the Five of Pentacles might be indicating that a difficult period is ending if you have been going through struggles financially, emotionally, or in terms of health. The news coming is going to mark a turning point. It might not mean that everything is instantly perfect, but it is confirmation that things are getting better, that you are moving out of that cold, dark place and into warmth and light. Help is available, support is coming, and you are not going to be stuck in this difficult situation forever. The 10th and final card in this reading is Ace of Swords and Pisces. I saved the best for last because this card is pure clarity and breakthrough. The Ace of Swords is about cutting through confusion and illusion to get to the absolute truth. Represents that aha moment when suddenly everything makes sense. When the fog lifts and you can see clearly for the first time in a long time, the news you are going to receive in the next 72 hours is going to be like a lightning bolt of clarity, illuminating the path forward in a way that leaves no doubt in your mind about what you need to do. The Ace of Swords is associated with truth, justice, and mental clarity. So the confirmation coming your way is going to be honest and direct. There is no sugarcoating here, no hidden agendas, just clear, straightforward information that gives you exactly what you need to know. This could be someone finally telling you the truth about something, a situation being resolved fairly, or you yourself having a revelation that helps you see things as they really are. The Ace of Swords cuts away all the unnecessary noise and gets straight to the heart of the matter. I am also picking up that the Ace of Swords represents a new mental or intellectual level. Maybe you are going to start seeing things differently, adopting a new perspective or philosophy that changes how you approach life. The news might inspire you to pursue new knowledge or develop a new skill. Or perhaps you are going to have an idea or insight that becomes the seed for something important in your future. The Ace of Swords is the birth of a new way of thinking, and that new mental clarity is going to empower you to make better decisions moving forward. The Ace of Swords can also represent communication in its highest form, speaking and hearing truth with compassion but without compromise. The news coming might require you to communicate clearly and directly with someone, standing up for yourself and speaking your truth without apology. Or you might be on the receiving end of communication that is refreshingly honest and helps you understand where you really stand in a situation. Either way, there is a quality of air being cleared, of things being said that needed to be said, of truth finally being spoken after too long a period of confusion or deception. So Pisces, when I look at all 10 of these cards together, what I am seeing is a really powerful narrative about transformation and breakthrough. You have been stuck in confusion and uncertainty, represented by the Eight of Swords at the beginning. But the news coming in the next 72 hours is going to tool us a complete shift in your understanding and your ability to take action. The Magician shows you reclaiming your power and realizing you have everything you need to manifest what you want. The Moon indicates that hidden truths are being revealed and your intuition is being validated. Temperance brings balance and confirmation that the timing is perfect. The Queen of Wands boosts your confidence and encourages you to shine. The Ten of Pentacles promises lasting success and abundance. The Four of Pentacles confirms that what is yours is secure. The Ten of Wands acknowledges your hard work and hints at relief coming. The Five of Pentacles suggests fears being disproven and support appearing. And finally, the Ace of Swords delivers the lightning bolt of clarity that cuts through all the noise and shows you the truth. Asterisk. The best news or confirmation coming to your ears in the next 72 hours is going to be life-changing in the sense that it is going to shift you from a place of confusion and into a place of clarity and empowered action. This news is going to validate your intuition, boost your confidence, confirm your worth, and illuminate the path forward. It might come through a conversation, an email, a message, a realization, or even just a knowing that suddenly clicks into place. Whatever form it takes, you are going to KNOW that this is the confirmation you have been waiting for. I want you to stay open and receptive over the next 3 days. Pay attention to what people say to you, the messages that come through, the thoughts and insights that pop into your mind. The universe is preparing to deliver this information to you, and you want to be in a space where you can receive it clearly. Trust your gut feelings. If something someone says makes you feel like yes, this is it, believe that feeling. Your intuition is going to be spot on right now. And Pisces, I also want to encourage you to be ready to act on this confirmation once you receive it. The Magician and the Ace of Swords are both cards of action and forward movement. This news is not just for you to know something, it is meant to empower you to do something. So think about what you might do if your hopes are confirmed. If you get the validation you have been waiting for, what would your next step be? How would you move forward? Having some idea of this in advance will help you act quickly and decisively when the moment comes. I am really excited for you, Pisces. The energy around this reading is sulfur monoxide, positive and forward-moving. Yes, there have been challenges represented in some of these cards, but they are all pointing toward breakthrough and resolution. The news coming is going to be exactly what you need to hear right now, and it is going to change everything in the best possible way. So keep your eyes and ears open, stay present, trust yourself, and get ready to receive the confirmation that is going to set everything in motion for you. The universe has been preparing this moment, and you are absolutely ready for what is coming.